every plan is cancelled. Everything that the enemy thought and conspired for all the wrong reasons, cancelled. Yeah, you know what a feeling that is when, let's assume you've got a big loan, you've got a mortgage that you're paying, right? It's burdensome, but it's a necessity. And all of a sudden, one day you get a call from the bank or the credit union or where and say, hey, bro, sis, member, customer, that debt that you have with us is cancelled. What a feeling. That's what he does. Pastor Blackett, good morning to you, bro. How you doing? Pastor Crow. Bishop George Fletcher and family, Nicole, Jason, Jadon, Jada, Neela, Nixon, Nilon, good morning. Bishop Dave King, how you doing, bro? How is my mom this morning, Mrs. King? Yeah. Mr. Wayne Sprinkle and family, good morning to you.
Thank you, Jesus. You see, the enemy come to kill, steal, and destroy. But God said, I come that you may have life and have it more abundantly.
That's what he does.
There's some traps that is set up against your destiny and your purpose. But
Loveman and all the Laborians, good morning to you.
and not the tail. We have
Scott the King.
the force of darkness, for we wrestle not against flesh
Mr. Cecil Cadet and family, good morning to you.
and power. Follow me, let's pull them down in the name of Jesus.
The Maxwell family inside of Belial, how they do? Auntie Ann, good morning. Howdy boys, howdy behaving? Nice. Dancer boy, good morning to you. Mommy Gwen inside of Belial, how are you doing, lady? The folks at the Country Kitchen, good morning to you, Mr. Crawford Best. Tony, good morning. And my multilingual friend who taught me to say Guten Morgen. Good morning in German. Guten Tag. That's good afternoon. Yeah. Quick learner, right? Nonetheless, folks, it's time to get with the program. Just about that time to get with the program. I've got to do what I've got to do. Yep. So let's head on to the word of the day for today. The word for today, it is an adjective. It's a describing word, a descriptive word. And the word for today is the word disingenuous. Disingenuous. D-I-S-I-N-G-E-N-U-O-U-S. That's how it is spelled. Disingenuous. Yep. What it means. Now, disingenuous is a formal word that describes things such as speech or behavior that give a false appearance of being honest or sincere. Similarly, a person who is being disingenuous may seem sincere, but is in fact only pretending to be open and candid. Can you identify someone like that? Close by. Here's how we can use that word in a sentence. Her recent expressions of concern about the community center closing are disingenuous at best because she stands to benefit financially when the property is redeveloped. Yeah. Nice. That's a nice word. Write it down, jot it down, learn to spell it, learn to pronounce it, but most importantly, learn to use it in your speech and in your writing. Morning to you, Curtis Ranger and family. Carol, good morning. Kotai, good morning, bro. How you doing? As a matter of fact, good morning to the Ranger family, my family out there in Pearls. Good morning to Eric and Roy and Sarge. Gabriel, good morning. Harry, good morning. Nayoka and the entire Ranger family, good morning to you all. Former Superintendent of Police Arthur Reno, good morning to you. This morning I had to look at my grandmom on the television. Oh my goodness, this is so heart-wrenching. But as the folks would say, Sewa, that was a slang man we shared together. Sewa. Mommy is gone for good, yeah? All right. The thought of the day. Good morning to you, Nadisha, and the folks inside of Cafe in St. Andrew, Crowshoe, Bacolet, surrounding areas. Good morning to you, Holmesy and family. Good morning. Good morning. The thought for today is: don't wait for someone to bring you flowers. Plant your own garden and decorate your own soul. Yeah, do that. Don't wait for someone to bring you flowers, yeah? Plant your own garden and decorate your own soul. I like this one. If you depend on people, most of the times you are disappointed. Do you? Yeah. But remember, in life, to be happy, you have to have love, you have to have charity, you have to have faith. Yeah, love, faith, and charity. Yeah. As a matter of fact, that will be the discussion next Wednesday night at the Wester Hall New Testament Church of God. Come on over. Come and learn the things from the Bible the way that you normally won't get to do that on a Sunday morning. You can ask questions and ask for clarifications. If you're in the vicinity, just come on by. Great things happen there. Be prepared for a fight, though. But we've got the battle fighter for us. Good morning to the folks in the community of Wester Hall, Lacaloom. Good morning, Beaton. Good morning, Laura Lands. Good morning to you. Mr. Aiden Slinger, I'm still waiting on that call so we can arrange so you can teach me to professionally do this thing on the guitar, yeah? Yeah, touch bass, man, touch bass. Yeah, remember I was your first registrant when you were opening that school, right? Even before it was open, while it was still in construction. Went and purchased that guitar because I want to play it professionally. I want to learn to solo like a jamu, yeah. Good morning, Kingman. While at this, good morning to you, Mr. Eugene Gittens, another musical icon in Grenada. Folks, the Gospel Challenge, GBN's Gospel Challenge is on November the 4th, Saturday, November the 4th. However, the auditions for that event, that grand marquee event, will be on Saturday 23rd and Sunday 24th of this month, right here at GBN Television Studios. It runs from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on both days. Now, you have to take into consideration that original music must be sung at the final. All right, you gotta have an original piece. So come prepared. Again, this is buzzing. It's still a buzz, you know. When Grenada, little Grenada, that dot, could be making so many waves in the international sphere. It is with great honor and pleasure that we announce Mr. Killer as the recipient of the Performer of the Year award in the soca category at the Caribbean Music Awards. We extend a heartfelt congratulations to this talented artist and wish him many more blessings and accomplishments in his future endeavors. Yeah, kudos, bro, kudos. Welcome to the rock. Okay, police are seeking the assistance of the general public in locating Marvin Mapson, his 16-year-old student of Wester Hall, St. David. He's approximately 5 feet 3 inches in height, bold eyes, slim build, and brown in complexion with short black hair. Marvin left his residence on Sunday, 3rd September 2023 and has not returned since. Now, anyone seeing Marvin or has any information about his whereabouts is kindly asked to contact the Grenville Police Station at 442-7224, St. David Police Station at 444-6224, Police Emergency at 911, the Police Hotline 444-1958, or the nearest police station. What's wrong with Marvin now? Marvin. Good morning to Marvin and family out there in Westall, Marvin and Yvette and all the children, Melvin, Nose, Brad, everybody. What's happening with Marvin? Ah, my goodness, I hope he's fine. I hope the next call is that he was found, okay? Now, the Sandals Foundation and Great Shape Inc., the free dental care clinics that were held over the last 2 weeks that ran from August 28th to September 1st, surpassed the 1,000 smiles target, reaching 1,857 Grenadians. Wow! The services provided were cleaning, fillings, extractions, fluorides, and sealants. And for the first time, a total of 32 root canals. All right, those are the buzzing stories this morning. This morning, I've got an interview, I guess, all the way from Jamaica. This morning, I will be speaking with international recording reggae icon Richie Spice. He'll be talking to me live via the Zoom platform all the way from Jamaica as he talks about a launch of his brand new album that is forthcoming. So we look forward to that engagement, and subsequent to that, we will have as much of a conversation as we can. It's now time for us to do that break so that we can do the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather here on Classic. Those of you who are on the television platform, we've got a rebroadcast of last evening's television news. Stick and stay with us. We are with you anywhere and everywhere.
When you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide, to light that shines our way. Wherever you ride me, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you ride me, we'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side, next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Officials at the Meteorological Office continue to caution the population about the ongoing heat wave in Grenada. They provided an advisory for teachers, students, and parents on how to deal with the heat now the students have returned to the classroom. Rena Pierre-Thomas has tonight's opening report.
The Meteorological Office at the Maurice Bishop International Airport has issued important advice to parents and schools as an ongoing heat wave continues to affect the island. With high temperatures persisting, it is crucial for everyone to take necessary precautions to stay safe and healthy. Parents are strongly encouraged to prioritize the well-being of their children during this heat wave. They've been advised to ensure that children stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water throughout the day. Meteorological Officer Fimber Frank spoke to GBN on Wednesday.
Drink a lot of water, and as much as you can, dress for the weather, dress for the heat. Water, drink water. Make sure the children leave home with water, and you try to press on the children that during the course of the day, probably during lunchtime, drink as much as you can. While you're outside lunch or so, for your lunch, probably don't run or so much in the sun, because at least that has a chance of bringing up your temperature to your body temperature. So keep in mind that people actually get heat stroke, and you could die. And you find that the elderly and the young ones are most at risk, right?
The extreme heat is expected to run until the end of October.
Okay, well, first thing we should know that we are in the heat season. So the region is in the heat season. The heat season runs from May to October, right? Most times you will find once we have the waves coming through every 3 or 4 days, and we get a little wet spell, then it would normally break the heat. But in the absence of that, in the absence of the rainy day, in the absence of the cloudy day, what we will be left with is just hot days.
The Meteorological Office explained that in some parts of the island, especially within the towns, people may experience a higher temperature than what is predicted by the Met Office.
Because the threshold here is 31.7, it may actually be higher. Let's say you in the tongues, in the built-up parts of the state where you have a lot of buildings, so the heating is actually greater. If you into the countryside where you have more trees, of course it will be cooler there. But in the tongues, it will be hotter there. What we just want to warn the people, please note that there's a high chance of hot tea.
With the various advisories issued by government and the Met Office concerning the heat wave that Grenada has been experiencing over the past month, GBN Newsroom ventured into the blazing streets of St. George's to find out what creative tactics citizens are using to stay cool and hydrated. Here are some of their responses.
Well, for these few days, the heat is very extra for us. It's too hot. It's really hot. All in the night, it's hot. Over here, we have a lot of heat present time. Well, I deal with it in a kind of way because I could come underneath a little cool shade and stand up, but I don't get much of the breeze. I get in more heat instead of getting the breeze. You understand? But I could deal with it this way by standing in a little cool spot because I do in vending. But those who they on the side who don't have nothing that they can stand underneath, it is very hard for them. As you can see, my water is here, so I drinking water right through the day. This is my 3rd bottle of water for the morning.
Well, I'm trying to cope with it. It's very hot indeed. I drink plenty of water. I stay in the cool, I stay in the shade, and whenever possible, I have a sea bath. I suggest that they wear proper clothing, they eat the proper food, and they stay hydrated.
It's really hot. No, for real, it's hot. And the place is getting more hot. People's skin are raising. People, all kind of thing. It's really hot. Drinking water, wearing them kind of thin clothes and stuff like that.
It's a climate change. And if you check out in America, they're dealing with it as well, So we just have to fight it out. Right now, I drink a lot of water. Drink this one, I still have a big back leg in to go and get just now. So we just have to just walk with it. There is nothing we could do about it. Start to just drink water, enough water. If they have umbrella, just have the umbrella just to shade the sun a bit, because right now the sun is catching, giving you sun rash and stuff, Because I was in the sun the other day and I end up scratching when I do this, put some sun. So try to, if you're doing it, have an umbrella. So you kind of avoid the sun rash and drink a lot of water.
You just bathe where you're still wet. In the night, same thing. So we might have a tropical wave coming in. So we have to be careful.
The heat is overbearing. And I see all at night, each time I turn me bed wet. The heat is too much. Taking a bed often, when you reach home, you take it, but then again, the water in the pipe is like fire, first it hot. And no bed and coming down, and when I open the pipe, it's like it burning my skin. So you just have to drink more water, look at how many bottle of water, and try to keep away from the sun as much as you could.
Well, the heat has been really intense, I must say, for the last couple of days. But this is the reason I have the umbrella, and I intend to get one that has more coverage, so things are going to be a little bit cooler for me. Well, to be honest, there's nothing much I can do because this is my job at this point in time. On a daily basis, I'm here, so I have to withstand it by some means, you understand? So there's no other way out of it. There's nothing else that I'm doing to curb it or anything. I'm just dealing dealing with it.
5 fishermen from Carriacou claim they were robbed by men on board foreign vessels just outside Point Salines. Christina John spoke to the boat owner on Wednesday.
It was a case of 7 vessels to 1, as fishermen from the sister island of Carriacou said they were robbed, allegedly by Venezuelan vessels in Grenadian waters. In conversation with our news desk on Wednesday, Roy Joseph, also known as Rocky, said they left Carriacou on Sunday for the fishing expedition to the south of Grenada, just outside Point Salines, and on Monday, just about 6 p.m., they encountered their ordeal.
The afternoon, maybe about after 3-4 o'clock, we realized that the line we was drilling it, and as we was drilling it, we realized that certain buoy was missing going up along the line from when we first started to set the line. And then this Venezuela boat ended up approaching us, but we did not stop. And when we put on the light and we spot the other boat behind us, then when the other 3 light come and so you had 6 boats circling in front of us, spaced out maybe about 100 feet apart. And you have 1 trailing us without no light coming down. And the other 3 put on the light to the front. So you have 6 in front and 1 to the back. They didn't come close until it got dark.
Acknowledging that it was a first-time encounter, Joseph explained that their fishing lines were cut and other fishing gears stolen.
They took all the gears from on the boat, like the fishing, like the lines, the buoy, the flags. They took everything on us. Monday, yes. Monday afternoon, maybe about after 3-4 o'clock, we realized that the line we was drilling it. And as we was drilling it, we realized that certain buoy was missing going up along the line from when we first started to set the line. And then this Venezuela boat ended up approaching us, but we did not stop. We continue going and search for where the first flag was set down.
Joseph said they are in the process of submitting a report to the Grenada Coast Guard about the incident. Christina John.
Today marked the launch of the book used to introduce Grenadian history in secondary schools this term. Details in this report from Christina John.
This first local history book was introduced into the school's curriculum for use from September by students in Forms 1 and 2. Dr. Dow said the text was inspired by her son and thanked those who were instrumental in its composition. The book's author highlighted the contents of the book.
The textbook, from my perspective as a historian, a teacher, and a mom. The textbook is 192 pages long, divided into 7 units. It covers the geography of Grenada, its identity, Amerindian ancestors, European encounter, enslavement, post-emancipation, the social challenges of the 1950s, the 79 revolution, and post-83 up to 2022. So, Prime Minister, yes, you're in there.
Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell congratulated Dr. Dow on her accomplishment of making Grenadian history a living concept.
This book will prove to be a portal to a celebrated past and a window to a bright future. Our students will now gain knowledge on Grenada's rich history in print form, and I hope also in electronic form, which will further enrich the teaching in our upper primary and lower secondary classrooms. And I do believe the book will become a medium for sparking thoughtful conversations and discussions, both in and out of our classrooms.
The PM noted that an achievement of this nature bears testimony to the hard work of citizens who over the years have dedicated themselves to the progress of Grenada.
Enhancing our students' achievement is paramount, and it requires us not just to ensure that our citizens have an academic appreciation of our history, but more importantly, that we instill in them a sense of nationalism, patriotism, and Grenadian pride. And that, perhaps more than anything, is the single most important reason for ensuring that our history is documented, for ensuring our history is taught, and more importantly, for ensuring that our history is lived.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Elvis Moraine, said to facilitate an accurate delivery of the text, the ministry engaged Collins Publishers to conduct training with educators in Grenada.
The Ministry of Education in Grenada is happy that we have answered the call of CARICOM to do so. We've also started, so it's not just a text, but I'm happy to say as well that the curriculum department has commenced and almost through with developing a curriculum guide for this text. And we are happy to say as well, commencing this year, we have introduced history at the lower secondary school, that is Form 1s and Form 2. And the text would also be used as a resource material for the primary school.
Representative from Collins Publishers, Mr. Michael Filbert, encouraged individuals to purchase and read the book. Christelina John, GBN News.
Officers attached to the Special Victims Unit are educating the public on offenses against minors and how they can be prevented. This comes as they aim to minimize or eliminate altogether violations against minors on the island. More in this report from Rena Pierre-Thomas.
Educate is a word frequently used by police officer Femba Kutain as he outlined preventative measures that parents and guardians can use to deter or prevent sexual or other offenses against their children. The officer, who is attached to the Special Victims Unit of the Royal Grenada Police Force, said it is necessary for parents to be acquainted with technology and popular social media platforms to know what their children are up to and how to minimize their interaction with predators. He also spoke of parents developing a relationship with their children that gives them the ability to be open and free to speak about anything.
And I like the idea of the good touch, bad touch approach. As young as the child may be, you let them know what touch is permitted as opposed to certain touch that is not permitted that makes you uncomfortable. You ensure that your child speaks to you. You create that communication between you and your child. In the event something occur, you are in the know. And when you go to the more older children, then you have the issue of their accessibility to electronic devices and the internet. And with that too, I encourage that parents is on par with the knowledge and the ability of using of these items. Because we have seen it, that many times the children are more advanced. So it has to do with control, not control to the extent that is extreme, but control that you know what your child is about, you know what your child is involved, your friends, where they go after school to school, on the way to school, what they should do in the event something happen, who they should speak to, speak out, scream, and the list goes on.
Anyone under the age of 18 is considered a minor by law. Officer Kutain said over the years his department has predominantly recorded male predators of these crimes and female victims. One of the most common crimes is sexual offenses.
And there's a list of offenses that we have seen over the years, the time memorial, which range from common assault to indecent assault, sexual assaults, sexual intercourse with a person within certain age range and groups, rape, and so on. But the most prevalent offenses that we have seen in recent time would be the offense of sexual intercourse with a female person between the age of 13 and 16. We have seen that the victims are mostly female and the perpetrators are males.
The officer also highlighted the offense of child pornography and cultivating online relationship with minors.
According to Section 12 of the Electronic Crimes Act, there's a section in child pornography that speaks directly to cultivating online relationship with a minor. And this is what we have been seeing a lot of times. We see an adult person who would try to go and communicate with children via these platforms, and oftentimes pretending to be younger than they are. And they would even create fake profiles and arrange to meet up with an intent to conduct some violation of that child. They may also try to engage that child into exchanging explicit contents, or even photos and videos, and then we go over to the violation of privacy. They may obtain it and then use that as a stronghold now to get that child to indulge in more in-depth sexual contents.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
The call for justice for Josiah John T. Robinson continued on Monday at the West Indian Day Parade in Brooklyn, New York. Caribbean Equality Project, a community-based organization championing lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer voices among Caribbean immigrants in New York and its community partners, led the Queer Caribbean Liberation Group at the 2023 West Indian Day Parade, where they called for accountability and justice for John T. John T., who was 24 years old from Bolio, St. George, was found dead on BBC Beach on the 18th of June. In July, world-renowned American film director, entrepreneur, and philanthropist Tyler Perry teamed up with Grenadian-born celebrity publicist Yvette Noel Schur and announced a $100,000 reward for information that could lead to the conviction of John T.'s murderer. So far, no one has been arrested for the murder of John T. The Royal Grenada Police Force is continuing its investigation. NNP opposition leader and leader of the new National Party, Dr. Keith Mitchell, said the party will not host a premature convention. He expressed that the party must first be organized before the big event can be held. Rosina John reports.
Political party conventions are usually held annually, but opposition leader Dr. Keith Mitchell said the NNP will not be forced into having the convention until the leadership is satisfied they are ready.
Organize your party before you go to a convention. The convention is a final event, right? So, especially when you're talking about probably changing of the guard, and that's possible. So the organization must be in place, and the executive of the party, the leadership of the party makes that decision. But I get the impression that some people, they believe that one of us or two of us in a party makes the decision on the date for a convention. When the general secretary and the organization of the party reports that we have the party groups are in place, with the officers and so on, and structure in place, then we will proceed to a convention.
Back in May, Dr. Mitchell told supporters of the St. Andrews Southeast constituency group that the party's convention will be held after constituency support groups and other arms of the party reorganize. While addressing members of the media Tuesday, the political leader stated his willingness to remain as party leader should delegates vote for him. However, he promised to exit the chair at the party's next convention. The ruling National Democratic Congress won the June 23rd general election, securing 9 of the 15 seats, while the new National Party captured only 6 seats. The opposition leader admits his party lost the June 2022 general election because they had lost the ground.
Organizing. That's why, Nancy, we've been consistently saying there's some people in and out of our own political party that have been advocating convention what? You lost an election. Clearly, you lost the ground because we literally gifted this election to the NDC. They didn't really actually win. And it was our fault in the lack of organization and the lack of contact with the ground that we lost. So to go and have convention without organizing your party and putting systems and structures in place, it would be absolutely politically backward and foolish. And the NNP will not operate in that manner.
Christina John, GBN News.
Amidst 8 straight days of burning rays from the sun, a sun-loving plant has found its heaven and has now reared its head. Let's see what's captured on tonight's GBN ISAW.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by Clear Vision.
No plant says sunny like a sunflower. As the sun continues to belt sun rays across Grenada, this beautiful homegrown sunflower makes a grand appearance. Growing sunflowers is easy because they're heat tolerant, pest resistant, and fast growing. They're native to North America, so they can adapt to conditions in most locations. They can be used for a bouquet, left on the stalk for a gorgeous outdoor display in your garden, or harvested for their edible seeds. We thank our citizen journalists for this timely submission. Send us your photos and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Get ready for the ultimate football showdown as Grenada takes on Suriname in the much-anticipated CONCACAF Nations League. Join the excitement on Friday, September 8th at the Grenada James Athletics Stadium. Secure your pavilion seats at just $30 or secondary stands for $20. School students, grab your seats in the secondary stand for $10. And remember, kids under 12 are absolutely free. Tickets available from Chucky's Bar, Grenadian Optical, Heather's Boutique, Shi's Bar, Victoria, Kelly's Hotspot, Guav, Calico Shopping Center, Sates, and GoToVet.com. Come see Grenada battle. Be there to witness history. Friday, September 8th at 7 p.m. Kirani James Athletics Stadium. Be part of the action. Be part of the pride.
Hello, ECS. Yo, OECS, this is your ocean. If I am to protect your future, we have to work together. It's the time to work together. If I am to help protect your future. Once I used to be so pure and clean, and those hills were so fresh and green. But now you see me as your dumping ground. The current situations has me choking on your pollution. Think hard about it. You will agree that really there is no you without me. Make the zero waste pledge, be responsible. Reduce your waste, recycle where possible. It's down to you, so make the commitment. Recycle for blue oceans and our betterment. Recycle OECS. Green actions, blue oceans. For blue oceans and our betterment.
There is a fire that rages in all of us, a deep desire to be the best that we can be, and sometimes that fire finds expression in words.
Who do you think you are? Angela Davis? Winnie Mandela?
Daddy, whether you like it or not, a new generation has arrived. We are here and we have come with a vision.
You sure is not television all you come with?
The Fire to Dance, a new exciting full-length drama, written and directed by Chris DeRiggs and presented by Heritage Theatre. Opening Saturday 16th September at Grenada Trade Center and running for 2 weekends, 7 p.m. nightly with a star-studded cast.
Come with me, Sophie. We have worlds to conquer.
Come out and feel the fire in the Fire to Dance, starting September 16th. Don't miss it. This ad is sponsored by the National Lotteries Authority, supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Attention all students, parents, and tech-savvy scholars. Make this back-to-school season unforgettable with the Computer Store Grenada's unbeatable back-to-school promotion bundle. Get ready for the HP Victus gaming laptop, powered by the lightning-fast Intel Core i5 processor. Crush your assignments and projects like a pro with 8 gigabytes of memory and experience immersive gaming with the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 graphics. The sleek laptop also comes with a lightning-quick 512 gigabyte SSD drive, ensuring you never miss a beat during your digital adventures. But that's not all. Introducing the ultimate companion for all your printing needs, the HP InkTank printer. Enjoy hassle-free printing with HP InkTank technology, allowing you to print thousands of pages before even thinking about a refill.
Hi, good day. My name is Kyle Sylvester. I am the manager and founder of Case Farming Enterprise. We're an agro-processing business that are involved in the processing of agricultural goods, where we do bottle seasoning packs, lettuce, kale, and broccoli. Sometimes we as human beings get sick or injured on the job. NS provides a safety net for us. I am here to encourage other entrepreneurs and self-employed persons to sign up under the NIS Self-Employment Program.
The Court Store Home Event is happening now. Get up to 30% off select furniture, appliances, and electronics. Save on bedroom, dining room, living room sets, 55-inch smart TVs, and more. Get what you want today with no cash and pay later with Court-ready finance. Plus, stay protected for up to 4 years with Super Shield extended warranty. Don't miss the Court's Home Event, bringing value home. Promotion runs 25th August to 23rd September 2023. Conditions apply.
And so it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Welcome viewers and listeners to the conversation this morning, and as I told you earlier, this morning I am being joined by my favorite reggae singer all the way from Kingston, Jamaica, Richie Spice. He's talking with us live via our Zoom platform, and it's all about the launch of his brand new album coming on. That launch will take place tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Black Man Time is the name of the album. It's a good time to say good morning to you, Richie. Good morning, Richie.
Yes, good morning. Give thanks to life, health, and strength. Every living thing that moveth and creepeth upon the face of the earth shall hear the King right now. All fowl of the ear shall hear the King right now. Give thanks for the rising. Give thanks for a new day.
Good, good. What an introduction. And how is Jamaica? How is Kingston this morning?
Well, Kingston, I mean, nice and easy. Yeah,
okay.
Beautiful morning. Yeah.
Right. Richie, for the folks who are listening and looking at us live here in Grenada and throughout the diaspora, what's your real name? Richie Spice, that's all I know. Real name?
My real name is Richard Banner.
Richard?
Richard.
Okay. All right. And how long have you been doing reggae music? I noticed this is actually your 10th album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I've been doing reggae music for a long time, a couple of years, probably about 20 years or more.
Okay, and how has it been, staying at the top of the game in that reggae industry, that genre of music? I mean, Jamaica is the home of reggae, but I know reggae has taken you to different parts of the globe. And how has reggae been for you?
Well, reggae has been nice, and reggae is a nice music, humble music, and we love what we do. We love it, we love to play it, which means we feel happy and feel very humble to know that, we have the opportunity where we can play the music and, now right, we are sending it out there worldwide so the people can listen and enjoy themselves,
Okay. Just a couple months ago, I had another brethren of yours from Jamaica, Luciano. He was actually live with me here in studio, and he gave an exciting, interesting story as how he got into music, and he gave us, how did you actually get into singing reggae? And I did a further study, and I understand that you're a deeply spiritual individual. How did you get involved in the reggae music industry?
Well, from creation, it started out in a place called St. Andrew, where I have other families in the business likewise, where, I watch while growing up, and it took me close to the music.
Okay.
Bigger brother in the music, players from Chakademus and players, Panabana likewise, and I rode them to the studio and, watch them record, watch them write songs and all these things. So eventually it just become a part of
Okay. Now, your new album is called Black Man Time. Give us some insight into that album. One of the big tracks that is on that album is The Lion and the Lamb. All right, yeah. Tell us about the album, and then you'll comment on that track.
Well, this album carry 14 tracks. Various producers, produce this album. It's a very spiritual album, likewise, and it carry songs with different meanings and different topics.
Okay.
Yeah. And it carry, songs with the ladies, the variety.
Okay.
Yeah, cover versions and all these things, these are very powerful sound,
Okay.
Lion and the Lamb now is a song which we put together in a format where, we know that it would be nice if people the human can come together, like the Lion and the Lamb. What a day that would be.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, so what I'll do at this time is I'm going to allow the viewers and listeners to have a little taste of The Lion and the Lamb. Let's take a taste and listen of this.
Oh yes.
Richie, this is a track that we can say is a reality song. You know, that's what the so-called world leaders, that's what they talk about, but sometimes they talk one way and on the other side they are the ones that are promoting the wars. But this is a reality song. Okay.
Yes, definitely.
All right. And I want to put you on the spot. It's something that I do whenever I interview a big artist like you. Which is, in your opinion, I used to sing calypsos and so forth, so there's always a song that, okay, you love all your music, but there's one that stands out to you, one that is very passionate to you, one that is dear to your heart. Which would you say is your favorite song? Do you have one?
On this album?
No, generally in all your, you know, in all your productions from the past and even from this album, do you have a favorite song?
Oh my, it's very hard to say, you know, because very hard, because every song have its own issue, one topic, you know, and representing for something different from our next song, you know, and it's very hard to choose one to say, yes, this is the favorite, because it's very hard. Yeah, come like you have 10 children and you say, yeah, you choose one over the 10, you know? It kind of rough.
I know. This is usually a tricky song because, for example, I remember interviewing the Mighty Sparrow once and I asked, which is your favorite song? And he said, I have one, but I cannot tell the people is my favorite because they would say, I love a different one. So that's but one of the other big songs that will be on that album that you're launching tomorrow is this one called Young Juvenile. Let's take a quick listen and then I'll want you to comment on it.
Change your ways, certain type of liberty, it not gonna wait. Change your ways, whoa. Young juvenile, change your ways, whoa. You got to be today, change your ways. Certain type of liberty, not gonna wait. The heap are gonna beg you left for the daddy. Ecstasy, I'm only beg you dash you away. Party, they feeling completely with the nappy day. Charge it, one go all your Sabbath on a Saturday. Daddy, don't pick up where you never put it in. Hold your meditation today. Read up your Bible and pray. Let Emperor Selassie show the way. Change your ways now. Young juvenile, change your ways. Better be today, go change your ways. Certain time of liberty, not gonna wait. Change your ways.
Tell us about this one, Richie.
This one, I'm going replicated and reaching out there to the youths, you know, to the generation of today, you know, trying to lead them in a path in which me now, tell them so that, you know, this what if a gun and drugs and Mali that them indulging and all these things, not going to lead them anywhere far in life, you know, and so try to change and grow up to be a person who helps to uplift society, yeah?
So it's fair to say that within the bars of your music, you're using that medium to push some positive vibes to our young people and to the population by extension.
Oh yes, most definitely, you know, because I mean, not a lot of people have the opportunity which mean they can reach out there and say something towards what has been going on in the world right now. So we have that opportunity, so we take the time out to use it to, you know, do whatever we can do to uplift the youths, yeah.
Okay. As entertainers, right, there's always someone in that field of entertainment that is your sort of idol, somebody that inspires you, someone in that business, in the field, that genre that motivates you, and you look up to them. Who really do you look up to in reggae music?
Well, in reggae music, I was grown by the elders, you know, like the Burning Spears and the Bob Marley and the Wailers and, you know, those musicians from, you know, before, you know, who grow up with their music. Yeah.
Okay, and we see the younger trends that coming in, like the alkaline and the I can't even remember some, but that sort of genre, that tweak to it, the younger versions that are coming in. Okay, we have the groovy part with the Roman Virgo and the Chris Martin and so forth, but we also have the other side to it. What's your take on this? The more youthful sound that comes out with the dancehall and so forth.
Well, I just say I have different grade of the music, and you know, different grade of music, and I mean, a lot of youths, you know, get into the music, and they might start it out and you know, farm away until they really find them true self, you know, and come around and play the music the right and proper way, which means, you know, it helps them throughout life and give them a longevity career. Yeah, some people, I mean, they play and keep it in one format until, you know, some people with our way, you know, some people develop and become stronger, you know.
Okay, here's one of my favorites from Richie Spice. I love this track passionately, I really do. Let's take a listen to this one.
I love you. How many times I told you I love you? You just don't seem to believe it, right? I told you once, I told you twice. Alright, I don't know what to say. I guess I gotta say it for you. Every step I take, every breath I make, you on my mind. The little things you do just seem to inspire me every time.
That's my favorite, Richie. That's a different side of Richie. Tell us about. I mean, I know it was a rhythm that was out, the lovesick rhythm with Barry's and the Tana and everybody. But on this track, man, on that rhythm, that Richie stands out to me. Tell me about writing this penning this one.
Well, I mean, that's a natural vibration, you know. I mean, writing for the ladies is always a pleasure, and, you know, it make you feel nice, you know, when you write for the ladies, writing a format, which means, you know, you write something where a female might feel hopeful in herself and, you know, I mean, feel special, you know.
Right. This is the one that makes a lady sit back and say, hey, I'm worth something, you know. I'm loved. Yeah, I just love this track, man.
It's reality. I'll stand in love with you. I smile so proud for you. I love you like I never loved nobody else.
All right, Richie, somebody wants to say hi. One of our viewers or listeners. Let's take this call. Good morning, caller.
Good morning to you, Innocent, and good morning to Richie Spice. Just one observation I want to make with one of my favorite reggae singers is that looking at Richie Spice on stage, he's so humble. It's like it's just naturally him. It's like he's not singing, but he is preaching. Right, number one. Number two, my favorite song from Richie Spice is Brown Skinny. I just want to lock you up. And number three, I wanted him to make a comment on World Crisis, because as you guys were speaking, I went and listened to that song, and I realized that song is about 13 to 15 years old. And what Richie Spice sang back then is what we are going through. So I wanted to know his the inspiration behind that song, because I mean back then we know about World Crisis, but it is so real now, as if he had seen a vision or something like that and he wrote the song. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, caller Richie. You heard it from one of your fans.
Yes, yeah, man. I mean, World Crisis, man. World Crisis, that song I was done a couple of years ago for real, and you know, we look out there in the world and see, you know, what has been going on, you know, and we put it to pen and paper, as we say, you know, record it out there and it take on the flesh, because the same thing that they're singing about is the same thing you see that manifests itself in reality. Yeah.
Richie, how spiritual are you?
Yeah, that's it, you know?
Yeah. How spiritual are you, Richie Spice? Because I look at some of your photos, and as a matter of fact, I was reading up one of your bios. Yeah, you with me?
Oh, I mean, we try to stay close to nature, you know, because, you know, Mother Nature, you know, is a thing where which me guide you the right way. Okay. You know, so we want to stay close to nature, you know, more humble towards Mother Nature, you know, so Mother Nature keep on that spiritual vibration, yeah?
Okay. We have another fan of yours that wants to say hi to you. Good morning, caller.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Good morning, and morning to Richie Spice.
Morning.
Go right ahead, caller. Turn down the volume and
I'm kind of running out of work a little late. I just want to tell you, Spice, I love him.
Richie, we would have to end this interview because you're taking all the love away from me now. All right, this is the track that the gentleman spoke about. Let's take a listen to this one, World Crisis.
World crisis. Oh, I can hear the people cry. I'm crisis. It's getting higher than I want. World crisis. I can hear the people cry. I'm crisis. It's getting higher than I. Out in the streets, a lot of people die. Some lack of malnutrition, I don't know the reason why. Are they telling the youth it's just the other buying some fight? Oh, I can see the people crying who is not a wipe the tears from their eyes. Yeah. World crisis. Oh, I can hear the people cry. I'm crisis. It's getting higher than I want. World crisis. Oh, I can hear the people cry.
Yeah, Richie, when you look at the events that are occurring across the world today, we look at, if we come close to the region, we look at what's happening in Haiti. We go outside of the region, we see what's happening in Ukraine, and so this song is current, it's relevant at the moment. Yeah. Okay. So and there are so many tracks. If I go to play Richie Spice music, it would really take the week to play, because your songs are so, you know, and it's like, as the caller said, you know, your performance, your stage performances, it's like that's your home. You know, some guys, you see them in one state, and then when they go on stage, it's a different personality on stage, but like the stage is your home. Let's take a listen to one of the gentleman's favorite, one of mine too. This one called Brown Skin.
can love you so, baby. Hot like a fire, my heart desire. She pretty like a Maya. A brown skin.
Yeah, Richie, once again, you're doing it for the ladies. All right. Well, yeah, Richie, so now folks who are listening to this conversation here this morning, where and when can they get your latest album? Black Man Time.
This album, Black Man Time, now will be released in tomorrow, which is the 8th of September, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, and that's also my earth song likewise. So I'm giving this album to the people as a birthday gift.
Also, actually, tomorrow is your birthday.
Yes. Normally, people give you things on my birthday, so I'm giving away something for my birthday.
Okay. From Richie with love for his birthday. All right. Okay, so folks, I want to tell you again, this is a brand new album being released by the legendary Richie Spice. The name of the album will be the name of the album is Black Man Time. It will be released tomorrow, September 8th, and as you heard him said, it is a birthday gift to his fans. Tomorrow, being the 8th of September, is his birthday, and instead of expecting gifts, which I know he will get quite a lot of, he got some love from Grenada already this morning, and I know it will pour in tomorrow, but he's saying, okay, in along to me receiving, I am giving you something on my birthday. So he's giving us the album Black Man Time. And where can they find, would it be on the online platforms that they can purchase?
Yes, our digital platform, you get this album.
Okay.
Yeah, tomorrow, Black Man Time.
All right. Well, Richie, happy Earth Strong in advance. Mine is just on the 18th, so we're in the same, if you believe in this thing, we're in the same sign. I'm the 18th. So, blessing, love. Yeah, so I want to wish you all the best, and I look forward to more great tracks from you, and maybe in the not too distant future, grace us here in Grenada with your presence. You know, Grenada, yes, you have a whole fan base in Grenada, so we look forward to an engagement. So, blessed love, thank you for taking time off and talk with us this morning, and all the best in your present and future endeavors, yeah?
Yeah, man, enough respect, pleasure talking to you, and anybody want to reach out to me on Twitter, Instagram, it's One Richie Spice, that's One Richie Spice.
The number one?
Yeah, no, it's One Richie Spice.
Okay.
Yes, tomorrow will be the day, you know, we're going to launch this album 29 Westminster Road, you know, here in Kingston. And, you know,
okay,
the support and give it all listening ears.
Enough love. All right, Richie. Yes, blessings, man.
Talking to the public likewise, sir.
Blessings, man, and give Judith my regards as always.
Yes, I will.
All right, blessings. All right, folks, I have been speaking there with international reggae recording superstar Richie Spice as he launches his new album tomorrow, Black Man Time. We take a commercial break and we come back with the conversation. Don't you go anywhere.
Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Hi, my name is Dwayne Thompson, co-owner and founder of Feed Grenada Tours, Taxi and Rental. We provide transportation tours in the field of tourism. Being in the field of tourism, the pandemic have taught us that we need all the help we can get, which the NIF has been very helpful in doing so. But as a small business owner, we are even more excited right now with the new initiative that the NIF have launched, providing a little bit more flexibility for small businesses like ourselves. So we definitely encourage all of the small business to consider getting on board with the NIF and this new initiative that allows the level of flexibility that they have implemented.
I'm Dr. Mariam Abdul Richards, and coming up on Caribbean Medical TV, kidney disease.
Even if you have no known risk factors for kidney disease, it is possible to develop kidney disease.
Chronic kidney disease affects your immune system because what it causes is impairment in how your body responds to bacteria or viruses.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
Rock the box, we say, yeah. GBN, we say, arts and culture living, yeah. Rock the box, we say. I'm telling you, rock the box, rock the box, rock the box, we say. I'm telling you, rock the box, rock the box, rock the box, we say. We'll be jamming here on a Thursday.
The biggest party in sport is back. CPL and WCPL return with more action than ever before.
Are you kidding me?
Watch the biggest names in cricket battle it out in the race for glory.
Celebrate some more.
Get your tickets now at cplt20.com or at the box office. Join the party. Experience cricket played louder.
Grenada's broadcast of Republic Bank CPL 2023 is made possible by Republic Bank. We're the one for you. The National Lotteries Authority, Grenlec, and Hard On Plus.
I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence.
Welcome back to the conversation. 14 minutes on to the 8 o'clock. At this time, I'd like to say a very special happy birthday to a young one today. AJ is celebrating his birthday today from our guy. Well, I know you're going to have an exceptional day, and stay blessed. You're growing into a big boy at this time. Happy birthday to you. Now, there's something that we can't forget, in the annals of our history. Today is the 19th anniversary of Hurricane Ivan. All right, 19 years ago already. And this is where we open the lines. Let's entertain our first caller. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, morning, in a sense, and morning to the listeners of you.
Welcome.
Yes, indeed, today is the anniversary of Ivan. It is also the birthday of my mother. She would have been 74 years if she was alive on Hurricane Ivan.
Okay.
But I will focus on Ivan. Because Africa is in me, it's very sad that we continue to disrespect our heritage. When the Africa CARICOM Day first was held, albeit via virtually, At that time, the former Prime Minister was the lead person from Grenada on that. Nobody knew anything. In fact, somebody from England wrote me and told me this thing was coming on. And still, even with a change of government, who have a little more respect for Africa, we still have today, where the major news this morning was the foreign minister in China. I would have preferred to hear that we had a minister, whether foreign or what, prime minister, whoever it is, somewhere, particularly in West Africa. Unfortunately, we have misplaced priority, although I'm aware, I'm cognizant that people have prior visits and so on, and it might not have been deliberate. But it shows the importance we give to things that are important to us. We already swapped a holiday, evaporated for colonial cricket, which we promised will only be 1 year, and we still have not restored it. All that thing, people call me and ask me, what we have in here? What Grenada will be doing? And we know at least in Barbados, we have the flag of the European Union, which is a puppet, like our CARICOM is puppetry too. They almost have no value, except, noise, public thing, because, you would have thought that at least in the third year, notwithstanding it started in the height of the COVID, in the third year we would have had something much more grander. But no, give lip service. This is why we have to wait on Uncle Sam to decide what to do in Haiti. He's applauding. There's an alien in the Grenada environmental profile. There's one page that addressed the social issue, the social situation in Grenada. And in that page, it said up until the 1970, most Grenadians was ashamed of being black. And I'm still seeing it by the way our young